All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our last webisode of the year to announce our scholarship recipient, who we are so proud of and so happy to introduce tonight. This is our webisode 16, and my name is Sharita Crawford. Excuse me, I'm Deja's aunt and COO of the Deja T. Crawford Foundation. And for introductions, I'll turn it over to Liz Natavia, and she'll turn it over to our recipient for tonight.
I think you're on mute,
Yep.
Liz.
How's that? There we go.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Liz Mortons. I am one of the members of the scholarship selection committee. This is my first year. I'm so excited to be on the committee. I love the organization. Near and dear to my heart, I have an arts background. I have a dance background, bachelor's and master's. And there was just so much talent this year, and it was so much fun. We were just talking about how much fun it was to do the review this year. And Taylor is super deserving, and I'm so excited to be here with her.
Thanks, Liz. Hi, I'm Natavia Frazier. I am the executive director for the Deja T. Crawford Foundation, as well as a member of the Scholarship Review Committee. And when I tell you that we really did have some great applicants this year, we did. It was great to see Taylor excel and go above and beyond. And that's why she was selected this year. Also, before I turn it over to Taylor so she can introduce herself, I just want to let everyone know what the requirements are to obtain one of our scholarships. And one, each student must have a 2.5 or higher GPA. They are required to submit an essay um, about their talent and their vision for that talent. If you're a journalism student, you have to write an additional essay on a specific topic or submit a video. And also, each student must submit a video of their talent. And this year we had a number high in our applicants. So, again, it was a great pleasure to look through and just go through all of the talent with Liz and other members of the committee that aren't on tonight. But it was phenomenal. And Taylor did a very exceptional job. So, Taylor?
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Taylor Wells. I'm from Greenville, South Carolina, but I attend Spelman College. I'm a sophomore theater and performance major, and I'm very grateful for the Crawford Foundation for giving me the scholarship and opportunity to be here today.
Nice. So, we usually just get into questions, and I'm going to let Liz start off today.
Unmute myself. There we go. Um, Taylor, one of the things that really stood out to me, besides your performance, obviously, and your talent, was the amount of extracurricular community service awards. I mean, it was so expansive, so impressive, so amazing. How do you balance it all?
Ooh, it can be tricky. I'm kind of the type of person where like I always like to be doing things. Like I hate being bored, so I'm always trying to see what I can do next. And I also just like I have siblings, but half siblings specifically, and I've grown up as an only child. So I really kind of like having that community aspect. So I've always just liked to keep myself busy as well as growing up, my mom was a therapist at my school, so I've always just been really involved in getting to know people and just especially in the arts.
That's awesome. And when you perform, I have taken like one acting class, so I don't really know how much of your performance is you trying to completely be the character, or how much is it Taylor delivering Taylor's adaptation of the character, if
Mm.
that makes sense. Do you like
I
to leave a
really
little bit of yourself, or do you completely try to transform?
I like to leave a little bit of myself. It kind of really depends on the character. Like specifically, if I'm doing something more classical, like Shakespeare, I kind of like to add a little bit more like Taylor, like kind of add like my kind of background and my culture into it, just because I feel like the world is evolving. And
Mhm.
then when it's kind of it honestly depends on what the director wants, but so it really depends. But I feel like I try to leave just a little bit part of me. So whether that's being like I am able to wear my own personal earrings or listening to music that I enjoy that I also think the character would like. So it really depends on the role, but I think I use a little bit of both. I use myself, and then sometimes I'll just really go to the deep end and go into the more of the character.
Get into it. Oh, how cool. My last question, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20, at the end of your career, what would you want audience members, colleagues, teachers, what do you want them to remember you? What would you want them to say about you? How would they describe you?
I would really want them to kind of say that like I'm just like at the end of the day, like I'm just a very kind person and a person that's always thinking about others and trying to always like I think it's so important to like give back to your community, especially to the people that have given to you, whether that's friends, family, or mentors. So I feel like at the end of the day, just like being kind as well as I think being yourself is really important. I think you can tell like who's being themselves and who is not. And I think being yourself gets you a really long way.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for everyone to see your video too, because this one was, like I said, it was super fun. Natavia, turn it over to you.
Yeah, I can't wait either. But let me give you a little bit of background about Taylor, what we, learned from uh, her application. First of all, she has a 3.87. She's on the dean's list. And as Liz mentioned, she has, when I say pages of community service and involvement, I mean pages. So I think my first question would be to ask you, out of that list, this long list of community service and achievements and things that you have done, which one would be your greatest accomplishment thus far?
Ooh, um, I'd say there's two, but the first one being is that I recently was a recipient of the Black Women Film Network. That was just this really great organization that is about Black women in film and television. And I got to attend, they kind of had this whole kind of like panel, and it was a whole weekend. And someone, an actress I really look up to, her name is Danielle Brooks, and she was an alum of my high school, the South Carolina Governor's School for the Arts and Humanities. And she's kind of just meant a lot to me. I just like we have similar backgrounds, and getting to speak to her and see that like I can do this and that like it takes hard work, but I can do that at the end of the day is really just proven to me that like even when I have doubts or even when I feel like I'm not going to be able to do this, that like it's possible, just like I never thought it'll be possible to have the opportunity. And then my second one is that I recently became a Sony Music scholar. I just spent, I think it was a week ago, I was flown out to New York for the Sony Music headquarters, and getting to be around so many people like internationally, I would have never dreamed of. And so like dreams really do come true. So keep pushing and being yourself. And I just feel like those are two really big things that I think is going to keep me pushing even now.
That's absolutely amazing. I think I would be on cloud nine, just being in that atmosphere and being
Yes.
around your peers, knowing, that you all have that one thing in common and, just striving to be the best that you could be. Um, in your essay, and you mentioned a little bit about mentoring. You talked about wanting to mentor young performers. And so my question to you before I turn it over to Sharita, so everyone can see this great performance that we saw, is what advice would you give someone, a young performer that's going to look at this video or, this webisode and say, I want to be like that, or, I want to, you know, act, or, but I'm not sure if I can. I don't know if I have that in me. What would your advice be to that young performer?
Mhm. I think, and it's something that I actually just heard recently, was that there's no such thing as dreaming too big. Dream as much as you want to, dream as big as you can. Like if you say you want to go on Broadway, you're going to go on Broadway. Do everything that it takes and know that it's not going to be easy. There might be some it might be some rocks on the way, but you keep going, and that anything you put your mind to, you really can do. It just really takes hard work, perseverance, and I think as well building a good community and a good support system around you is really important. And there are times when I first started doing theater where I was scared to go up for the big roles, but I kind of had a push. So I think just like really either you pushing yourself or being around people that can kind of give you that push is so important. So my big thing is it's there's no such thing as dreaming too big.
Words from a great mentor. Sharita?
All right. I mean, with all of that great information, even just meeting Danielle Brooks, I'm sure that was fantastic.
Yes.
She is an amazing actress. So, having her as a mentor is definitely not bad at all. So, I'm going to go ahead and share, like we've all been excited to talk about Taylor's performance, and sit back, relax, spend a few minutes just enjoying this great performance. All right, I'm going to share now. And get big. And here we go. Okay, something in the way here. There we go.
I have it. If there's no magic within. But we can kill him now. If you figure out a way to make it work. Do you not get it? No matter what, I can't. I can't. Nastasia, you can. You must. I. It reeks of Roos. Where is she?
I know not where.
Hast thy little bird abandoned thee?
Never.
Thy tongue tongue is quick for a fettered man. Please! There's no one here but us! There's no one here but us! Please, please, there's no one here but us! Please, 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 please. I can't. I must.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Natavia, Liz, I'll turn it over to you, ladies.
Yeah, I thought the performance was amazing. It drew me in. Like I was like, what happened next? You
I know,
know,
same. I was like,
like you know, like
what?
what? I mean, your character, you know, it's like I was sitting like, okay, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna get her in the closet? Because you know,
I
when
know.
you're looking at movies, stuff like that, you like,
Yeah.
oh no, you know. Um, honestly, the young man that was in, you know, acting alongside you was he was good too, you know, and I was like, oh
Mhm.
my goodness, you know, so that's the type of stuff that, you know, is amazing. You know, that's the stuff people want to see. So I enjoyed
Sure.
it. I definitely enjoyed it. I think that, you know, one day we'll see you on the big screen maybe, or on stage doing something alongside. Who would be your you know, that actor? I mean, for me, you know, it'd probably be like Denzel, but I know, you know, that's a little too old for you. So who's
No,
the
I would love to perform a side with either Daniel Brooks, or I'd love to perform with like Viola Davis, like in doing one of those crime
Oh,
shows. I'd love to do that with her.
so
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So absolutely amazing again. I just think that you're well deserving of the scholarship. I just want to congratulate you and just say that um, dream big. You know, I believe that you will, you know, succeed just based off of what I heard today, what I've read about you. I believe that you will accomplish great things in your craft.
Thank you so much.
So congratulations. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cinematography was just phenomenal. So whoever,
Everything.
They were all,
yeah,
this was my senior year of high school, all high school students, juniors and seniors. This was actually, the guy that was in it he's actually one of my best friends. We were all seniors. This was actually all of our first times on film. So it
Oh,
was really new to us. It was like our senior project that we were assigned, and the drama students got to act for the film students, and they picked us to be in films. And so it was kind of a new thing for everybody. So I just had a wonderful experience. Everyone that was a part of it was amazing. And we were all like learning together. So that will always be really special to me.
it's so cool. Yeah, I easily could have sat through, whether it was in a theater or in a movie theater, got some popcorn and sat through an hour and a half, 2 hours of that. I wanted the pre-story. I wanted the backstory. I wanted to find out what happens next. Do you have a preference? I know you're a theater major, but did you like doing the film stuff? Could you see way down in the future? Would you like to be on Broadway, or would you like to be in the movies, or would you like to do both?
I would love to do both. I think getting a little taste of what film was like, I was like, this is just so cool. But I think
Mhm.
also like doing stage will like always be my home. I've been doing it since I was like 5 or 6 years old. So like that will always like means so much to me, but I definitely
Oh
want to
yeah.
explore film more.
Do you have any, because you've been performing for a really long time, which is so cool. You're so talented. Do you have any pre-show rituals that you do?
Ooh,
Good question.
trying to think. I will make a playlist for whatever character that I'm playing of what songs I think the character would listen to. So I will listen to that the whole time. And then as well as like I will do like 10 jumping jacks before I go on stage is like a big thing
Mhm.
for me. Try to get my adrenaline up. So those are like my two rituals.
Oh, well, that's so cool. You're so talented. I can't wait to see what you do, where you go. I know we'll be following you, and I just want to say congratulations. It's such an honor, such a pleasure to see a
Thank you
talent
so
like you.
much.
Absolutely. Well, we always end, or right before we end, we have a few announcements that we like to share, just so that we make sure everyone is aware of what we do and who we are and what we have coming up with our events. And I have to tell you again, Taylor has definitely shown how she took the time. I'm amazed that you guys were high school students and did that. That is just amazing to me. But it just goes to show all the talent that we have across the country. And again, for those that don't know exactly what we do, we provide scholarships to high school seniors and college freshmen, like Taylor, who will be a sophomore, who's majoring in performing arts and journalism. And for more information to learn about us, we're on tdtcfoundation.org. That's our website. And we're on all the platforms, and we'll show you those a little bit later. We do have a big event coming up on Saturday, August 8th. It is a talent showcase. This is actually a brainchild of Natavia Crawford, our executive director. And she just wanted to give a platform to our local talent who just want to showcase their talent and have an opportunity to do that in front of an audience. So we are super excited that we have this big event coming up. Again, it is August 8th on a Saturday. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. We do have tickets available. We also have VIP tickets available. And for those who may not be able to attend in person, we do have an opportunity for you to give or donate towards Deja Day or just donate towards the foundation. And our ways to give are Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and we have a specific link for Deja Day, as you can see there, tdtcfoundation.org/donate-2. And just as a little tidbit, to the left of the ways to give is our very first scholarship recipient. Thought we'd throw him in there, Evan Cunningham, but we have been doing this for several years now. As a matter of fact, Taylor is our 17th scholarship award recipient, and we're just so proud to be able to do that in Deja's honor. Speaking of talking, we will be live on Fox 2 Detroit this Monday at approximately 12:15, 12:20 p.m. We'll be talking about Deja Day. As you can see, your tickets are also on our website. You can purchase them there or on the QR code that we have with our flyer. And again, the link for donations and information about our website. And not only are we going to be on Fox 2 Detroit, but we'll be on Live in the D on August 5th at 11 a.m. At least that's when their show starts. Again, talking about Deja Day, getting everyone to get their tickets so that they can come out. Our promo code ended over the weekend, but we have tickets and VIP tickets available. So check us out on both of those shows. And for those that are on Facebook or Instagram, they have birthday fundraisers. We would encourage you to choose our foundation. As you can see, where the money goes. We love to pour back into our students, such as Taylor and others throughout the country. And there are a lot of different foundations and organizations you can choose from. But if you choose us for your birthday fundraiser, you can click on our pages and see exactly where your dollars are going. And speaking of handles, these are all of our social media handles. We're on all of the major platforms, so you can connect with us at any time on any of these platforms. And merchandise. So Taylor said dream. We have a couple of dream shirts as you see there on our website. So if you go to our website and click on shop, you'll see those shirts as well as other merchandise that we have available. And that is it. Now, before we end, I have to tell everyone these Spelman girls don't come to play, y'all. Taylor is our fourth Spelman student to be awarded our scholarship. And Taylor, we obviously appreciate everything that you've stood for, everything that you've done, all of your accolades that have been mentioned, and you are doing a phenomenal job. And as everyone has said, can't wait to see what you're going to do next. So, do you have any last comments for us before we turn it over to Natavia?
I just want to say thank you so much for everything. This truly means a lot. As well as like, I'm just so appreciative of y'all and getting to hear more about Deja through looking online. So I'm just really grateful and I hope to give back to y'all one day.
Nice. That will be great. Uh, Even if it's not monetary, you know, at some point I have more than just a dream of Deja Day, but uh I think we have what we call a TDTCF alum. So to have you all come back and support and help in any way would be a great joy of mine. And so I just want to again congratulate you for being a scholarship recipient, and again just dream big.
Absolutely. So that'll do it for us tonight, everybody. Again, thanks for following us through all of our webisodes. This is our last one for the year, our last recipient for the year. However, always follow us on our platforms so you can see what we're doing next. And next is Deja Day. So if you need to reach out to us, you know how, and we look forward to communicating with you and seeing you on one of our platforms or at one of our events. Thanks, everyone, and have a great evening.